Ooh. So if we have monk, we might want to leave a bunch of open space before we push, so we can still try to get a secret passage somewhere. Ooh, okay, Erasion went down. Okay, so it was our old answer. It is definitely not that answer. Yeah, so it's either tree or long name. 3 of the answers have Dow in them, but I thought that was just day. Unless I misrecorded things, or actually still have a wrong answer from before. But we've eliminated 2 of, well, like I said, 2 of them are very easy. We eliminated 2 of the other 4. So it'll take us at most 2 times to figure it out. Or to prove that that's the answer, I guess. Once you're down to 1, you... Well... Yeah, for both of those, I really don't know what the other option would be. Well, I mean, I guess we could look at assuming that Dao is some word for name. But I thought name was Jor. Wait, is Am and Ma backwards? Yeah, no, Am is large. Still no shrine. I mean, I could go force the shrine, but it's like we haven't been able to play with the other outer rooms in so long. Oh, what are we trying to do over there? We are trying to draft from here, which means we almost want to have some resource before doing this to make sure we can get the right direction. Okay, well now we have a new trade for that. Power hammer right off the bat. We're looking at very limited movement options right now. Alright, speaking constrained, I should almost do this first. That sure is a thing. Do we take Emerald Bracelet at that point? We generally have okay. Okay, so we can't do both of those yet. Okay, I think the corner is going to be fine because we have failed in all of our attempts to secret passage into the corner. No, no shovel. You're almost a better room for a terminal, except that you're also a corner. We're not really going to have redraws from here yet. We have less money. A branch would be nice. There is an extra secret passage. We have no keys right now. So 4 is 4. Minus 3 is 1. That's times. 9 times 5 is 45. 54. Is 51 divided by 3? $27, 36, 45, 54, 51. Am I missing an X or something? Oh, no. Yeah, third D leaves us with 21, not 11. $23. Oh no, this is 2 separate steps. So 23, 32, 12, 21, goes back to 12. So 1/3. I don't know the order of operations here. This is going to be 1, though. Unless it's rounds first and it's 2. Okay. Well, they're all losing a door. We're kind of trying to avoid going into that. So we want to fix our water, but like extra stuff in the pool isn't necessarily good. I guess we do have a sledgehammer. Not great branching factor. But we're kind of heading up on limited resources here. What we're trying to do right now is pretty heavily constrained. Okay, that loses a spot. Kind of impinges on 2 different entrances. Yep. I was trying to examine things. Okay, gems are not useful at all unless we get a study. All right, no redraws. We kind of need specific things out of that one door. And we didn't get it. Well, I guess we can try other things. Okay, so 7 was apple, right? I don't remember if I took the apple in the classroom. Gain 1 key and... Don't have power yet. I guess I can still try to... No, because we know we don't have monk today. So even drafting secret passage wouldn't help. Already done a couple shop rooms. I don't really have a sense of how often this goes off. This could be a way out of some resource things. I don't have a lot of money. So it's not going to be as amazing as it could be. That would leave us like 13 gems at this point. That would still let us use whatever gems we've got. It's a little late now, but... I guess that is potentially also a way out of Draxus. Speak of the devil. We kind of would. Amenidar would probably be able to get one of the foundation sides. But only if the door is locked. I was expecting it to be farther up, so maybe we don't want this here. Okay, that lets us go back this way. I guess we try to see if we can get this wall. We can come back up, so that's fine. A boat should be usable again. We're kind of rough on steps, though. Oh, we only have half the picture. Did not take conference room. So we're a little bit low. We haven't run to gymnasium. What are we looking for? Oh, right. Potentially fallback plan. In which case I don't know if this is going to be good enough setup. In that case, we should wait before drawing those. All right, we can't go up there. We don't have that many resources to spend. Oh, got keys. I might need to just have dinner and then, like, maybe check in with the trading post. I guess if we'd actually check for a garage first. Maybe I shouldn't use the key there. This is the other half of our security door problem. It's a little bit inconvenient for the bottom of the map here. It doesn't really matter where we're using keys. We get the ability to do more stuff. And maybe find more keys. I guess we still have the laundry option too. That's really closing down that corner. I don't know how you count either. Yeah. That won't necessarily transmit power. I don't know if we want power draws anywhere. can't get to laundry room. We can definitely open the one boiler door. Can't remember what else was locked. Nope. Secret passage to nowhere. I'm moderately curious about that because it's close. That would be a bunch of keys. Wait. Okay, this is where we've seen stuff on other streams, that this might be it. This little impossible Easter egg that we had to kind of force. With mysterious boiler music to go along with it. Okay. No other stuff. We did not have dinner, but we did get some turnips. Also did not properly explore some of this stuff. I was gonna make the power thing, but we really want turnips right now. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a colored room, so it's not like we can guess right. Yep. Just a bricked up wall. I need you one farther down. Not bedrooms. I don't even know if we have notes on bedroom. It hasn't been very remarkable. Okay. Oh yeah, because it was a pawn. And why the N? Barrow bafflers? Each clue is a hint for two different words. The word below, and a second smaller word found within that word. Each letter in the small word will be included in the next clue's long word. The first letter of each small word forms this week's solution, a member of the sixth clue. A group composed of members that have similar characteristics. This isn't great for typing. Whoop. Well, we actually need you over here. Let's see, so facts don't fit. What do they call it? But that would make it not. Oh, not true would make the validity of it clear. Phone. Snow. Summer. Money. Value. I mean, savings. That would have to be vin for wine. I don't know if you can use the short form like that. Actually, what? Yeah, myrrh isn't anything. A caller, recording. Ah, dang it, this is the same size. Maybe we should be using block delete. That would be a lure, so that doesn't make sense. Well, it's notary validity. It just certifies that a person did it, not that it's valid. God, how do you even spell click? Small group of friends or associates. Oh, no, we need... Yeah, unfortunately an IQ isn't anything. Cal and no. Yeah, telephone would be too many. I don't know what the short word for that is. Oh... I feel like I'm missing a letter. Alcohol. But look isn't anything. Okay, we've lost all music. We're short on steps today. So it's not going to be too easy to go... Does Courtyard have ambience? A little bit. Recording. I don't think message quite fits. Yeah, that's too many words. Although I guess being older than school would inform you. Teacher is too many. Gosh. All the characters are special in this program. Markdown is not necessarily good for this kind of thing. Okay, then you're... Oh. No, I think it's only fixing my casing on that one. I mean, no, teacher doesn't fit because that's 7 letters. Principal wouldn't fit. Mother would be another her. But it doesn't really make sense. And we have the same end for father. Just 2 different words. They don't have to be like the same sense. Speech is too short. I don't think DDR really fits. S. Um, art. Doesn't use any of our letters above. This is art, and then 3. That came out completely different than it used to. Did I run the wrong program? Oh no, I didn't take out the 3. Still, that shouldn't have returned anything. Wait, what the? Okay. There's a lot of words with... oh, okay. I guess I do need a length restriction because it's not doing start and end. I guess we'd do start and end, but... that's still 97 words. Bartend. Barters. I mean, bartend would have strong spirits. Cartoon doesn't seem quite right. Farting. Marshall. Martini. Doesn't fit with our previous thing, though. Martyr, martyrs. Parties. Partner. Wartime. Okay, so we actually have the art to notary connection here. It kind of says this is wrong, though, because we don't have a V in here. 6 letters, contains NOT, and is something hot. Hundred. No, that's hundred's too much. It's got the I and the N. V doesn't work. So these 3 letters have to be in this set. That's still a lot of space for stuff. I mean, maybe art's kept behind locked doors. Oh, so that means going backwards, that we have to be able to compose a word out of those letters. Which is a little bit of a big set, but... kept behind oh! TNT, actually. Probably should be kept behind locked doors. Air, not so much. Ant, not really. So we have art again. That would seem too simple. IRA. MIA, maybe. Rat. Tar. Tin? Each letter of the small word will be included in the next clue's long word. I don't know if any words are going to have T and T in the middle, though. It's going to be a total of 6. Okay, no words have TNT in them. Some man are kept behind locked doors. Oop. Okay, so that doesn't work for... It almost works for diamond, but not quite. I mean, you could do humans. Sort of trivially true. Or trivially the same thing. I mean... What about MIA? Oh wait, no, man works in there. MIA still works. But doesn't give you any useful words for down here. We could go back to art. It's sort of trivially true. Hearts. Quartz. Smarts. Not really that much better. So hot things that have those letters somewhere in them. I don't know if we have a good way to test that. Just that includes the letters and care where. Okay, so what is there's taxonomy. Scientific classification. Oh, natural sciences. Okay, maybe. Evolutionary taxonomy? Because there's like phylum and order and... I guess this would be like a classification of species. Known as taxonomy. Taxonomic rank. Okay. Domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. We are looking for a 6-letter word. A domain. A main? A phylum, no. Class, order, family. A main? Is a main a group? Oh, phylum is also division in botany. Yeah, domain is the only one that's 6 letters. Is this going to take us too long? Not yet. Plasma wouldn't be not. Liquid, gas, gaseous. I mean, I guess like even frozen, and if you're talking about like absolute zero. Post. No, tur doesn't make any sense. I think calendar is going to be too big. Weekend is too big. Okay, link sex with NOT. This is probably going to be huge. 701. I guess this can go on a screen just as well. It's a little bit too much to really process. So I need to change that sometimes. We're not really doing stuff with this. Is this... Add tab, close tab, detach tab. I don't know if we really have a collapse. Can make it smaller. That was a very weird way for that to scale. Newton is force, I think. Note is. Oh, maybe ice would do it. Not exactly, but not exactly. It's not exactly this solution. And all that says is that this word will be composed of these letters. Okay, so we kind of had this for martini. Where we did notice, and then we did that 3 more times. We want 3-letter words. Still a lot. At a certain scale, this is very hot. I should have been focusing more on the small word first. So ice, it's like on some scales, maybe. On the Kelvin scale. Is it just repeating ice? That would be the same small word twice. Seems suspicious. Scales of temperature scale. Scale of temperature for calibrating. Celsius, thermodynamic. What are examples of the range? Equality to ideal gas scale. Okay, so conversion between different temperatures. Kelvin, Celsius, Fahrenheit, Rankine. Ramier, so that's Kelvin. Celsius, that's 40... 20 something. I guess 40 Celsius is actually pretty hot. Okay, this is just a picture, so I can't move it. Newton is a temperature scale. 10 is on the 80s. That's kind of hot. And there's not. There's notice and 10. No, wait, that's Newton. I don't think a ton is very hot. Well, it does say that there is a scale where 10 is that. But then what else is with a 10 is hot? No, we need 6 letters again. Heatant. Molten. Okay, ICE. And let's look at do species. So species. But EC I don't think is anything. So for click, wait, no, see, no, then we're back to the problem that icky isn't a thing. crowd, community, bunch, network, circle, Ruckles, and anything. Dangpat clan. I guess we're also looking for a small word, but it wouldn't. Coven. Clan? What would be the large word on clan? And that would have to be an IE at that point. Coterie. But what's an Erie? A club, but then we need the IE again. Set. You have to have the ice all up there. I guess there's the E. Sect. A mantis would be an insect. What we do with that, I don't know. Okay, and just for reference, all right. Right. So we have dinner up there, which is getting to be a ways away. This is free. Two, three, four, five, six. I don't know if we know what it is. I also don't know how this thing counts. We have study, but not a lot of gems. We could get a few more from laundry room. Probably want to spend them first. We don't have the steps to be running back and forth a lot. Okay. All right, in terms of colors, I don't know if the aquarium counts as one or as one of each. So that's 6. So if it's one of each, it's potentially 7, 11, 15. Oh, I don't know if outside counts. Okay, so we're kind of stuck down here. We could try drafting this a little bit. We also got over here before we have to go to dining room. We're still a little short on keys. Also potentially solvable in the laundry room with a lot of walking. I'd really rather be filling in this side, I guess. Are we like getting up somewhere we can draw from here? This would be severally nice, but we might be not drawing in a way that can go through there. Yeah, keys, not good. We have the potential to come back, although we're going to have to go through a bunch of locked doors, aren't we? If only we had a lockpick. I guess we could also see what we could trade for. Oh my gosh, we're up to 3. Matching this statement is another box. On an empty box. Gems are in a box with 3 statements. There are an equal number of true and false statements. The gems are in a box with a true statement. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Okay, you have to be the mixed one. No, you can both be true if it's a mix, if it's on a mixed box. The gems are in a box with a false statement. The gems are in a box with 3 statements. There is at least 1 true statement on this box. Hoo boy. So I don't know if we can work from color on this one. Because like everything interrelates so much. Okay, well, at least one of these boxes is going to be empty. If the gems are in here, if the gems are in here, then you are mixed. That's one thing we can say, because then that sort of turns into... Oh. No, that's a problem. Because if they're in a box with a false statement, if that becomes true, then it has to be false to make it true. So we might be able to rule out white based on its own text. So if they're in here, then that is empty. So that's true. There is then there is at least one true statement on this box. The gems are in a box with a true statement. Okay, well, that's two that have to be true. And if that's false, then they're in a box with a false statement, which makes it true. Actually, I don't think they can be in here. Because then there's no... If it's true and nothing else is false, then that just can't be. Suppose black. Then, yes, the matching statement is there. Gems are in a box with three statements. Is true. You would be... Well, these statements don't have to be true. Oh, except that matching statement and empty box is true. Let's see, and then you're false. That could be false if they're all true. And then that would be false if all of those were false. If it's true, then you're the mix. An equal number of true and false statements. If you're mixed and you're all false and you're all true, then that would fit this. That'll work for a couple rerolls, and we're probably just going to run out of keys. All right, so we would have to go back to dining room. And then figure out if it's faster. Well, no, we kind of have a big split here. So it probably would be faster to go out and around. Oh, this is on a snake. Well, that one wasn't locked. We would like this storeroom, but we don't want it here per se. Okay, we've been doing not too bad on the hits here. It's like you could be storeroom, but I'm sure those are going to be locked. So maybe we just have to do this and then go back for keys. This would become more keys. I mean, that is 10s. That would be 9 keys. Can probably get us through 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, okay, maybe not. I mean, hopefully we'll find more as we go. Oh, did we miss one? Of course it's a key. Well, I guess we can spend it in the dining room, so we're not doing any extra walking. Oh, this is going to be furnace. Ooh, I wasn't thinking about where I was drafting stuff because I wasn't really on this mode. I don't think there are any solarium, technically. Probably more likely to get a hallway. I don't know if I want to be drawing more red. We would be able to get a bunch of extra that kind of rerolls. And then is the only thing that can go down there. It would be kind of okay there. So if the aquarium multi-counts, we just have so many more in yellow and green. That might allow us to leave out the green. Which might be a problem. So it's like we want the rerolls. We also don't want to draft a room that we want to use. Have you been fixed? You've been fixed. Shoot. That would be more yellow, but like what yellow rooms are left? This would be a one-time step bonus. This would be an alternate solution to our key problem without walking back. The laundry is in some ways more efficient. I would be able to get like 6 keys doing this. Or like one batch of keys in a lockpick set. Unless we find more money. It's like 12. I don't know how well the lockpick is going to work up here. So you might be better off with just 3 more keys with this number of doors left. I guess we don't have to take many steps up here, so going back to the laundry room is a kind of a reasonable option. Ooh, where's... Workshop is also here, which is just infinite keys. I mean, effectively. Okay, we do actually need to get our red count up. So if we're doing that, that might be 3. That might be 7. We're up to 1, 2... Wait, did I miscount yellow? Oh, because we counted the outside. That was still overcounted, though, but now it's 5. Oh, no, no, and then the aquarium makes it 6. Oh, and we actually have to draw the rooms on the side. Well, these are dead ends, so oh, this has to snake. Great. Okay, I don't need to go in there. We're gonna have to come back when we need keys, but we somehow haven't spent it yet. Okay, well that would be purple. Purple is like nowhere. We don't have the ability to rotate, so I don't know if that counts. Or if this... Yeah, so... If we have this, we'd have to consider the possibility that it didn't connect. And I... Well, if we do that, then I guess we could swap with gems. Are we actually out of hallways? Also doesn't connect, so I don't know if that matters. Alright, so I don't really need... This is going to be like more for adjusting our counts. This does make the math odd, because always having to consider the 2 possibilities. Well, what color would it count as? It could count as 1 in the total, I guess. Oh no, we have 3 red. So if it's that, then we have 8 and 4 is 12. I mean 18. And we know that this door is locked, so we kind of have to go back. I guess we'll also be able to open the lockers. It'd be lovely to do that before switching stuff around, because there'll probably be money, but that's a lot of walking back and forth right now. Okay, that did connect. Ooh, yeah, getting a shop to connect is... Actually, Solarium wouldn't be able to connect, so I might have already messed it up by not drawing the... This would be good for courtyard bonus, maybe? Also, we're kind of out here. I don't know if we're planning to eat anything. Chests are probably actually unlikely. Okay, do that before we leave. We found the treasure. I think we're almost impossible to find the garage. I don't know if we're buying anything. We could... I don't know if we want to do the back and forth for the money. Like, we could get a lot of money. But that might not help with steps. This also does a detector shovel. Which actually, I should have been checking my craftables. Oh well. That is a key. I don't know if we're going to need that type of key anywhere at this point. I don't know we're able to use you for anything. What are the chances of getting a chest? They're not huge. But I don't need a shovel. I don't know if I have the steps to do full shenanigans here, though. Oh yeah, because this means going up, getting the keys, coming back to the locker room, and then coming back here. To the laundry rooms. So we have to walk out. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 back. And we're basically out. I guess we could hit up the locker room on the way back at least. But it doesn't really leave us room for exploration. Fortunately, the laundry room is also a little bit of ways out there. Oop, there's one key. Okay. Oh, right, locker room. So it would get some just by wandering around. Did I ever change security after fixing everything? Right, we're going to solve keys. And even this is probably too many steps. Yeah. Oh, so much for that allowance token. I mean, in retrospect, knowing we were going to get a bunch of gems, I could have gone without the emerald bracelet for a while. I don't have the steps to go back. I don't even know if I have the steps to get keys. I'm gonna need more than one key to do it. So we're kinda just done. Unless we go through there and pick up a couple keys. Or we can hope for some fruit on the way back through the locker room. Do we even make it back to the locker room? Maybe not. No, I don't. Steps haven't been that big of a problem for most of these. That was weird. Okay, so we got messed up out of our secret passage. We still don't have Monk. We're kind of out of time. Well, I guess dinner's fairly fast.